Breezy this morning here at Sunny 101.9, and we are ready for our latest installment as we talk to educated people at the Dakota College of Botano, and this morning is no different. Good morning to April Abrahamson, the Financial Aid Director, the Director of Financial Aid at DCB. Good morning, April. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. And yourself?
Doing super good this morning. So, obviously, college can get spendy. Now, one of the great things about Dakota College of Botano is it is a very, very affordable college, but there are still people who could possibly need some financial assistance. And there is something called FAFSA. And April, if you could explain to us what FAFSA is and is all about.
Okay. So the FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. What that means is you fill out this form, and the federal government can offer you money, things such as the Pell Grant, which is free money, which allows you to take classes. You can also get loans out of the FAFSA. These loans are federal loans, so you have a couple different options. You have a subsidized loan, which the federal government pays your interest on while you're in school, and then you have the unsubsidized, where interest is accrued immediately, but they at least help you to pay for your classes so that if you want that education, you're able to obtain it.
Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's still the same as it was back in my day, back in prehistoric times. Loans, you pay back. The grants are, I don't want to call it free money, but it's basically free money, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So we always say, grants are free. If you withdraw from school, there's some different instances where you might have to pay that grant back, but they're rare. So it's free money, so who doesn't want free money?
Right.
Loans, yes, you do have to pay back if you leave school for more than 6 months or you drop below 6 credits. So there is that part about the loans. They do need to be repaid.
Okay. Well, I suppose in some cases, rightfully so. I mean, different circumstances for different things, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, how do we find out more? There's got to be a website. I mean, everything has a website. There's an app for that. There's got to be a website for that. How do we find out more about FAFSA?
The FAFSA, you can actually find the information on that on studentaid.gov. They also have an app. I think it's My Student Aid. So there is an app where you can do that stuff, but you can find out information on FAFSA on that studentaid.gov. We also do have some directions and stuff on the DCB website. It's under Admissions and Financial Aid, and then Apply for Financial Aid.
Now, we do need to have some tax information for this website as well, correct?
Yes. They do require that you enter tax information from 2020 for the 2022-2023 FAFSA.
Okay.
So we do have to have the 2020 taxes for this FAFSA.
Okay. Now, speaking of FAFSA, is there a limit to the number of schools that we can apply for, or it's just like one per application, or how does that work?
So the FAFSA, you can have up to 10 schools on your FAFSA. So if you're not really sure where you want to go, you have a couple of different options in mind. You can add up to 10 schools. Once you hit that limit of 10, if you decide to go someplace else, you would have to remove, a school to put your new school on. But, 10 gives you a pretty wide range. And the thing about adding that many is, you might be able to get information from that school sooner to help you make a better decision about where you can afford to go or who's going to offer you the best financial aid package.
Okay, sure, of course. Now, FAFSA, that is different from the North Dakota State Grant, is that correct?
Correct. It is different. The North Dakota State Grant is a grant that the state gives you if you graduated from a North Dakota high school.
Okay.
And have some different qualifications, but the FAFSA is the application. The state grant office uses the FAFSA to determine who is eligible for state grants.
Okay. Now, speaking of different websites, dakotacollege.edu, that's also a place where you can find out more about FAFSA, correct?
Correct. Yes, we have information under the Apply for Financial Aid link. So there's some information there. There's also links to that studentaid.gov website. We encourage you to look at it. It talks about the different types of aid options we have available at Dakota College at Botno.
Okay. Now, let's say, even though DCB is as affordable as any college is, let's say that even after FAFSA and different loans, things like that, if you're still a little short, is there anything else that the student can do to get entry into the college?
We do recommend you talk to the financial aid office. We do have some different, say, third-party loans that we are able to help you apply for, but we do ask that you talk to us because we can determine, maybe what the best situation for you and your parents is,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, obviously, you want to help as many people out as you can, but again, at the end of the day, there's just so much money to go around, but we still want to make it as affordable for everybody as we can, correct?
Correct, we do. And that's why we encourage students, when you go to apply for your FAFSA, also go and apply for scholarships. At DCB, our scholarship priority deadline is March 15th, but if you're doing your FAFSA now, go out to your schools that you're interested in, submit their application for scholarships. A lot of them have a priority deadline, and scholarships, again, are free money, which we want to give out.
Exactly. Now, if we have any questions about this, how do we contact you all directly?
We have a couple of different options. You are able to call us. We have a couple of different numbers, either 701-228-5437 or 228-5469, or we have an email that comes to the financial aid office, and that is fa@dakotacollege.edu.
All right, so many different options for us to look at, but again, wow, what a great place to go! And we want to get as many people signed up for this FAFSA as we can, and we want to get as many people into the college as we can, because as we know, it is a great place to begin your secondary education after high school. And a lot of people, they're getting it. You've got record-breaking attendance again this year, and that's awesome to hear, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, it is. It's a great place to go because we do have a very low cost, so you a lot of times can leave school without having any debt for at least the first 2 years.
That's amazing. Hey, you show me another school that can do that, and I'll still not go there. I'll still go to DCB. All right. April, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Yes, thank you.
You bet, and you have a great day.
Yep, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That is April Abrahamson. Again, she is the Director of Financial Aid at Dakota College of Botno, and we